Welcome to our channel. Today, I'll share powerful ways to use your day for daily self-improvement and become a better version of yourself. Every morning, millions of people wake up hoping their life will somehow change on its own. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait for someone to push them. But here is the truth: most people never hear. Your life changes the moment you decide to change it. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. And you don't need massive transformations. You don't need to climb mountains or make dramatic sacrifices. All you need is this: one small improvement every single day. Imagine this: 1% better every day. It sounds tiny, almost meaningless. But over time, that 1% becomes unstoppable momentum. It becomes confidence. It becomes discipline. It becomes a new identity. Because greatness is not built in a single moment of inspiration. It is built in quiet daily actions that no one sees, but everyone eventually feels. Most people lose because they live the same day for years, repeating the same habits, the same mistakes, the same excuses. But not you. Because you're here, ready to break the pattern, ready to rebuild yourself, ready to grow. This video is not just a guide. It's a reminder that your life is in your hands. Every day gives you two choices: live on autopilot or rise with intention. And if you commit to improving yourself daily, even just a little, you will create a future that feels unbelievable compared to where you are now. So take a breath. Focus. Today is the day your transformation begins. Part 1. Own your morning. Your morning is the blueprint of your entire day. The moment you open your eyes, you are either creating momentum or letting the world control you. And most people lose the day in the first hour without even realizing it. They wake up late, grab their phone, scroll through other people's lives, absorb stress, and step into the day with a tired mind and a heavy spirit. But you are different. You're here because you want to improve yourself daily, and that starts with mastering the first hour of your day. Owning your morning doesn't mean waking up at 4 a.m. or forcing yourself into unrealistic routines. It simply means waking up with purpose. Before the world tries to influence you, you influence yourself. Start with silence. Even 60 seconds of calm breathing resets your mind and strengthens your focus. Drink water. Stretch your body. Move even for a few minutes. These small actions are signals to your brain that today matters. Then, set your intention. Write down 3 things you must accomplish today. Not 10, not 20, just 3. When you pick your priorities, your mind becomes clear, your energy becomes focused, and your day becomes manageable. These 3 tasks create direction, clarity, and progress. Your morning habits are tiny, but their impact is massive. They shape your mindset, your discipline, and your self-respect. When you own your morning, you stop reacting and start leading. You stop drifting and start building. Improvement isn't a big event. It's a daily choice, and that choice begins in the morning. Rise with intention. Protect your first hour. Build momentum from the moment you wake. Own your morning, and you will own your life. Part 2. Do one hard thing daily. If you want to improve yourself every day, you must train your mind to stop running from discomfort. Growth has only one home: the uncomfortable zone. Most people avoid hard things because they want life to feel easy. But what they don't realize is that avoiding discomfort makes life harder in the long run. Your future becomes heavier when you refuse to lift anything today. That's why doing one hard thing every single day is one of the most powerful habits you can build. A hard thing doesn't need to be dramatic. You don't need to climb a mountain or run 10 kilometers. Sometimes the hardest thing is simply getting out of bed when you don't feel like it. Sometimes it's studying when you're tired, saying no when you usually say yes, or finishing a task you've been avoiding for weeks. The point is not the size of the challenge. The point is who you become by facing it. When you do one difficult thing daily, you send a message to your mind. I am stronger than my excuses. That message builds confidence. It builds resilience. It creates a version of you that doesn't break under pressure but rises through it. Every time you push yourself, even a little, your identity shifts. You become someone who acts, not someone who avoids. Hard things shape your courage, your discipline, and your character. They build a mental toughness that becomes your secret weapon in life. Improvement doesn't happen by staying comfortable. It happens when you challenge your limits and expand who you are. So choose one hard thing today. Do it with courage. Do it with pride. Do it because every challenge you face makes you a stronger, sharper, unstoppable version of yourself. Part 3. Invest in your mind. Your mind is the engine that drives your entire life, yet most people never upgrade it. They feed it negativity, gossip, distractions, and noise, then wonder why they feel stuck, weak, or directionless. If you want to improve yourself every single day, you must treat your mind like your most valuable asset. Because it is. Everything you achieve, everything you overcome, everything you build starts in your mind first. Investing in your mind is simple. Learn something every day. Read even a few pages of a good book. Listen to a powerful podcast. Watch educational content. Study a skill that moves you closer to your goals. Feed your brain ideas that expand your vision, not shrink it. Every time you learn, you grow. Every time you grow, your life improves. Think about this. 1 hour of learning a day gives you 365 hours a year. That's the difference between the old you and the upgraded you. That's the difference between staying average and becoming exceptional. Knowledge compounds. It stacks until one day you think differently, act differently, and succeed differently. That's how transformation happens. Quietly, daily, internally. Your environment may try to distract you. Social media may try to entertain you. But you must decide what enters your mind. Guard it like treasure. Feed it like a champion. When you invest in your mind, you upgrade your confidence, your problem-solving ability, and your self-belief. You don't need to know everything today. Just learn something today. Your mind is your power. The stronger it becomes, the stronger your future becomes. Invest in your mind daily, and life will reward you in ways you never imagined. Part 4. Track your progress. One of the biggest reasons people fail to improve is simple. They never measure anything. They don't know what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, or whether they're moving forward or walking in circles. But improvement becomes real, visible, and controllable when you start tracking your progress. Because what you track, you can transform. Tracking your progress doesn't require a fancy journal or complicated system. All you need is a few minutes at the end of each day. Sit down, breathe deeply, and be honest with yourself. Ask 3 simple questions. What did I accomplish today? What did I avoid today? And what can I do better tomorrow? These questions alone can change your life. When you write things down, your mind becomes clear. You see patterns. You see your strengths. You see your weaknesses. You see the exact habits that pull you forward and the exact habits that pull you back. And once you see them, you gain power over them. Improvement stops being guesswork. It becomes strategy. A habit tracker, a notebook, or even your phone can become your accountability partner. Celebrate your small wins. Identify your mistakes without judging yourself. Adjust your actions daily. Tiny improvements today turn into massive progress over time. Tracking your progress also builds motivation. When you see proof that you're growing, even slowly, you feel proud, confident, and driven. That's how momentum begins. That's how consistency becomes natural. That's how transformation becomes unavoidable. Most people repeat the same day for years because they never reflect. But not you. You're choosing awareness. You're choosing growth. Track your progress daily, and your life will evolve with clarity, purpose, and unstoppable momentum. Part 5. Remove one weakness. Daily. Improvement is not just about adding good habits. It's equally about removing the bad ones. Every weakness, every bad habit, every distraction is a chain holding you back from becoming the person you're meant to be. If you want to improve yourself daily, start by identifying one weakness you can reduce or eliminate today. Your weakness could be procrastination, scrolling your phone for hours, negative self-talk, emotional overreactions, or giving your energy to people who don't deserve it. It doesn't matter how small it seems. What matters is taking action to remove it. Every time you let go of a weakness, you free energy, focus, and confidence. You make space for stronger habits, clearer thinking, and better choices. Start with one small step. Replace a negative habit with a positive alternative. If you scroll endlessly at night, read a book instead. If you complain when things go wrong, practice gratitude instead. Tiny changes repeated consistently build unstoppable momentum. Weaknesses shrink when confronted with intention, discipline, and awareness. Removing weaknesses is not easy. It challenges your comfort zone. That's why most people never do it. But those who do unlock growth faster than they imagined. Every weakness you remove strengthens your mind, your willpower, and your self-respect. Improvement is not about doing more. It's about doing smarter. And smarter means letting go of what no longer serves you. Choose one weakness today. Confront it. Remove it. And every day, repeat this process. Over time, those small victories will create a version of yourself that is disciplined, focused, and unstoppable. Improvement doesn't come by chance. It comes by choice. Start by removing one weakness daily and watch your life transform. Part 6. Protect your energy. Your energy is your most valuable asset. It fuels your focus, your decisions, and your ability to take action. Yet most people waste it on things that don't matter. Negative people, toxic environments, unnecessary drama, or even meaningless scrolling. If you want to improve yourself daily, you must learn to protect your energy like your life depends on it. Because it does. Start by being selective with who you spend your time with. Energy is contagious. People who complain, criticize, or drain motivation will slowly weaken your willpower if you let them. Surround yourself instead with those who inspire, challenge, and lift you. Choose relationships that energize you, not exhaust you. Next, protect your environment. A messy room, a cluttered desk, or a chaotic schedule doesn't just create distraction, it creates mental stress. Organize your space, plan your day, and remove unnecessary interruptions. Protecting your energy is not about avoiding work or responsibility. It's about creating conditions where your mind can operate at its best. Finally, control what you feed your mind. Media, conversations, and thoughts are all energy investments. Choose ideas and content that empower you, teach you, and elevate your thinking. Avoid content that makes you feel small, insecure, or fearful. Your mind and body thrive on positive, constructive input. When you protect your energy daily, your decisions improve, your focus sharpens, and your momentum grows. Life will throw challenges, negativity, and distractions at you, but a protected energy system keeps you unshakable. Improvement is not just physical or mental, it is energetic. Guard your energy, nurture it, and watch your life shift. Remember, energy is life. Protect it fiercely, and your growth will accelerate beyond what you thought possible. Part 7. Take action, not perfection. Most people fail to improve because they wait for the perfect moment. They plan, prepare, and overthink, but never act. Perfection is the enemy of progress. If you want to improve yourself daily, you must take action, even when conditions are not perfect. Action is what creates results. Action is what builds momentum. Action is what transforms dreams into reality. Start small. You don't need a perfect plan or complete confidence. Just do something that moves you forward. Write one page of your book, make one sales call, exercise for 10 minutes, or start learning a new skill. Small action compounds into massive results. Every completed action builds confidence, which strengthens discipline, which fuels consistency. That is how unstoppable people are made. Action also trains your mind to trust you. Each time you take a step, even a tiny one, you prove to yourself, I can do this. I am capable. I am committed. Over time, your fear of failure decreases, your self-belief rises, and procrastination loses its grip. Remember, the world does not reward ideas. It rewards results. It doesn't matter how perfect your plan is if you don't act. Momentum comes from movement, not thinking. Improvement is not about doing everything flawlessly. It's about doing something consistently. Today, choose action over perfection. Take one bold step toward your growth. Even if it's imperfect, it's better than waiting. Improvement begins when you move, not when you plan. The strongest version of you is built one action at a time. Start now. Move now. Progress now. Part 8. End your day with reflection. The way you end your day shapes the way you begin the next one. Most people rush through the night exhausted and distracted, missing the most important step in daily improvement. Reflection. If you want to improve yourself every day, you must take time each night to review, learn, and plan. Reflection is the bridge between today's mistakes and tomorrow's victories. Spend 5 to 10 minutes at the end of each day asking yourself 3 questions. What did I accomplish today? What could I have done better? What will I do differently tomorrow? Be honest. Be brave. This is not about self-criticism. It's about self-awareness. Awareness is power. Without it, you repeat the same patterns over and over, wasting your potential. Reflection allows you to celebrate small wins, which builds confidence and momentum. It allows you to spot mistakes and course correct before they become habits. It helps you identify which thoughts, behaviors, and choices are helping you grow, and which are holding you back. Improvement is not magic. It's intentional daily adjustments guided by awareness. Your night is also the perfect time to set intentions for tomorrow. Visualize the actions you will take, the mindset you will maintain, and the habits you will practice. Ending the day with clarity creates focus. reduces anxiety, and prepares your mind to wake up ready to dominate. Those who never reflect live life on autopilot, repeating the same day for years. Those who reflect grow consciously, build discipline, and become unstoppable. Make reflection a non-negotiable habit. Every night invest in yourself. Every night strengthen your mind. Every night improve. Small nightly reflections lead to extraordinary daily transformations, and eventually to the life you've always dreamed of. Part 9. Build a daily learning routine. The most successful people in the world are not necessarily the most talented. They are the ones who commit to learning every single day. If you want to improve yourself daily, you must make learning a non-negotiable habit. Knowledge is not just power. It is your compass, your fuel, and your secret weapon in life. Start small. Dedicate even 30 minutes a day to learning something new. Read a book, listen to a podcast, watch an educational video, or study a skill that moves you closer to your goals. The key is consistency. Every day, one small step adds up. 1 year of daily learning can give you hundreds of hours of knowledge, enough to outpace most people who do nothing. Learning daily changes more than your mind. It shapes your mindset. It sharpens your decision-making. It builds confidence and self-reliance. When you feed your brain positive, valuable, and practical information, you naturally start thinking differently. You see opportunities where others see obstacles. You find solutions where others give up. You begin to act with clarity and purpose. Don't let distractions steal your growth. Social media, endless scrolling, and meaningless entertainment will never help you reach your potential. Protect your learning time as fiercely as you protect your goals. The world is full of people who settle for average because they refuse to invest in themselves. You are not one of them. Commit to learning daily. Even small knowledge compounds into massive results over time. Improvement is built on continuous education, self-investment, and curiosity. If you feed your mind consistently, your life will reflect that growth in every decision, every action, and every achievement. Your future self will thank you for the hours you invest today. Part 10. Be 1% better. Every day. Improvement doesn't need to be massive. You don't need to transform your life overnight. Real growth comes from one simple principle. Be 1% better every single day. That's all it takes. Tiny, consistent improvements build unstoppable momentum over time. Every small choice, every extra effort, every step outside your comfort zone compounds into extraordinary results. Think about it. 1% better today, 1% better tomorrow, 1% better next week. Before you know it, you've improved more than most people do in years. It's not the big leaps that create lasting change. It's the tiny daily actions that stack up quietly while the world sleeps, scrolls, and wastes its potential. Improvement is not a single moment. It's a daily decision. Focus on small wins. Wake up with intention. Do one hard thing. Feed your mind. Track your progress. Remove weaknesses. Protect your energy. Take action, reflect, learn. Each of these steps is a 1% improvement. Together, they transform your mindset, your habits, and ultimately, your life. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for perfection. Stop waiting for someone to hand you success. The person who improves daily becomes unstoppable. The person who improves daily controls their future. The person who improves daily rises above challenges, fear, and limitations. So today, commit to being just a little better than yesterday. Take one step, make one choice. Complete one action that moves you forward. Do this every day, and in 1 year, you will look back and see a life you never thought possible. Improvement isn't a sprint. It's a lifelong journey. Take that journey seriously. Be 1% better today, and your future will reward you beyond imagination. Improving yourself daily is not a task. It is a lifestyle. It is a commitment to wake up each day and make choices that bring you closer to the person you want to become. Every small habit, every step outside your comfort zone, every conscious decision compounds over time, creating unstoppable momentum and a life filled with purpose and achievement. Remember, you don't need massive changes to transform your life. What matters is consistency. What matters is intention. What matters is choosing every single day to be slightly better than you were yesterday. The person you become is not built in a single day, but in thousands of daily actions stacked together, quietly, patiently, powerfully. Commit to your mornings. Face one hard thing. Feed your mind. Track your progress. Remove weaknesses. Protect your energy. Take action. Reflect. Learn. Be 1% better every day. Each of these steps alone makes a difference, but together they create a version of you that is stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. Your future is waiting, but it will not wait for you. The life you dream of, the growth you desire, the confidence, focus, and success you crave, all of it begins with the choices you make today, right now. So make this decision, to improve yourself daily, to take control of your life, and to become the person you were meant to be. Start small, stay consistent, and never give up. Every day you commit to growth is a day closer to the life you deserve. Your journey begins today. Own it. Live it. Improve every day.